looking dapper.
Not assigned to any workplace. Base efficiency is 60%. I mean, for now, this is actually kind of cold, so why don't you go and work over there? On. You're going to work all the way through the night, so it doesn't really matter so much. So, goodbye. Let's watch it walk. Oh, I love that. It changes direction by just stopping in place, reorienting itself, and then walking off in the new direction. That's marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. You're going to stomp on my people. I said you weren't dangerous. Don't prove me wrong. No one's dying. I believe this is a win. I choose to believe that it is a win. No one is dead. You can use the automaton to gather the coal specifically? You can! No. No employees available, all workplaces full. Do I have to turn it off over here first? Okay. Oh, now that is better, because that is colder than this. This building at least has level 1 insulation. No, now that is much better. Though this is going to be nasty soon. That's going to be really nasty soon, and I desperately need something. But, as I said, I promised I would go over the laws, so let's have a quick look at our laws then, shall we? So, we've got child shelters, and they're working as engineer apprentices. I've just researched the fighting arena. We've decided on soup. We've also got sustaining life, so we're not using radical treatments. We've got care homes, and we've got extra rations for the ill. So far. And we have just about... No, we are still working on drawing boards. Are we? Oh, we're at 0% apparently. Which is a bit of a shame, but okay. I am really feeling that sooner rather than later we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Got coal deposits over here, then as soon as we can get a coal mine we'll drop it down there, but for the time being we'll replace this with a house eventually. I may as well get these maxed out. There's no reason not to have my engineers working. I've got a ridiculous amount of them available, so. And that is almost finished. You've been watching Shannon and Aavak at the same time? Oh, well, okay. That must have been a little bit confusing. Why don't you just serve the population Silent Green? I haven't got the technology for it yet. The Superior Inuit. I actually totally didn't even notice it had a name. That is amazing. Let's thank the Lord for all of his blessings. Things are going well. We have the captain to thank for that. Just doing my bit, guys. Just doing my bit. You can store up to 900 coal and 300 of every other resource. When this limit is reached, the gathering or extraction of a given type of resource will stop. To raise this limit, build resource depots and set it to store the desired resource. Each resource depot can store 900 coal or 300 of any other resource. Automatons currently replace entire work crews at most workplaces. They can produce in the factory and work 24 hours a day. Their initial effectiveness is 60%, but it can be raised by researched upgrades. An automaton recharges itself twice daily from the generator or a steam hub without interfering with its operation. Fantastic. Okay. I'm just going to let that one gather its coal. 4 hungry people, though I'm not sure why they're hungry, because we've got food. Are they having a fight? Is there fisticuffs? It is not. People living near the fighting arena can find distraction in bloody spectacles. Arena will begin operation at 7 PM. Flights are held here in the evenings. Everyone can participate or watch to unwind. Temperature falls. I hope I don't freeze to death. Yep. It's getting colder with every day. Okay. Overdrive. We haven't got that long to run this overdrive, though, so it's okay. Shouldn't be a big issue. We have a look. Most places will still be generally okay. The sawmill. It's really cold. Really very, very cold. Worrisome. That's going to fill up the sick. There's not much I can do about it. It's a moderate risk of getting ill, but at least it's not gravely ill. And we have got the people to spare right now, and I know that's quite mercenary way of putting it, but we do. We have enough people that we don't need to worry over much. What I could do is... Well, I don't want people working outside right now. That's the honest situation. I don't want them working over here because it's just going to make more sick. Alright, scouts have arrived. Something is amiss at the observatory. Snow covers the precious instruments, and the dome is open, letting out a thin column of smoke. Someone's inside. The sun is dimming. Instead of astronomers, we were met by some of our lost people. They explained that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. Can't be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. Ooh. Well. Wasn't expecting to find them, honestly. 4 children, 18 engineers, 11 others. Alright, bring them home. Got a gloomy cave. I would have liked to have gone on, but... Hello, Tilly. You gonna lie down? No, you're gonna go and stare out of my window at the great beyond, okay? Right. Well, we definitely need a lot more food coming in. Right now we only have Hunter's Huts as an option for that, so let's get those going. Have one here, and another one, in fact. We've got enough people for it. We've got 40 people available to man it. We will have too many children for our limited amount of spaces at the care homes, but, well, that's just the way it's going to have to be. We could take this all the way around, I suppose, but... No, that's fine where it is for now. I'm also going to take it out just a little bit more because I'm finicky. There we are. Right. Aavak has a Nyan? Yes. Yes, I do. I have cat snakes and actual cats. Yes, sweetheart. To Tilly Nyan. She wants to go out though, so I'm gonna go and take her. Back in a bit. Oh, sweetheart. Oh. It's okay, sweetie. Sheila is protesting because Tilly didn't want to go out when she took her. There we go. The cat is clearly underfed. Here's some bits. She is humongous. Don't say silly things like that. Thank you very much, though. That's very, very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. Right, okay. Well, how's things going? Almost done with the research. There we go. Drawing boards researched. We can now research Tier 1 technologies. Coal mining is probably the biggest importance. Charcoal kiln isn't too bad though. Allows us to build charcoal kilns. Uses intense heat to char up 70 wood per standard workday, producing 210 coal. Extracts up to 240 coal per standard workday from underground deposits. Requires a steam core, 10 steel and 25 wood. Sawmill upgrade. Allows us to introduce workplace improvements that will raise sawmill efficiency And steam sawmills at 25%. Got the wall drill. Drills into the wall of our crater, uncovering trees that once formed a forest before the ice engulfed them. Provides up to 160 wood per standard workday. Not bad. Does this just produce wood, or does it reveal the trees? Do I need a sawmill next to it, or...? That's for... Ooh, bunkhouse. A dwelling for 10 people that is adequately protected from the weather. Right. Thanks to improving tools and methods, people employed in the medical post will heal the sick 10% faster. More scouts, so I can have an extra scout team. Also good. Generator range. Allow us to turn the generator range setting and extend its heat zone. Note, the coal used by the generator is doubled when this setting is used. But, as you might well be aware, if we increase the range, because we've got a circle, if we increase the radius that the heat can reach out to, we're actually increasing the surface more. So that is ultimately going to be a more cost-effective way of doing it. We're going to get more than double the heat coverage that from that, whereas only using double the fuel. Still, allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1 level. The coal consumption is doubled when this setting is used. So that would allow us to warm the place without burning out the generator. Not too bad. But it has to be coal mining right now. Well, this only allows 240 coal per standard workday. Whereas this brings up 560 coal per standard workday. That also doesn't use a steam core, which is better. Yeah, I'd be able to remove some of the smaller heaters if I did that. Yeah, absolutely. A thumper still needs more workers. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll go for the coal mine for now then. Donk. Right, how's my Jenny doing? It's fine. For the time being, it's still okay. We've still got 40 people who don't have jobs. So let's continue to increase this. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can only have workers there. Right, where have I got engineers who don't need to be? No, that needs to be engineers. Aha. That was a mishap on my part. I didn't realize that. Okay, we'll keep it because we are going to get more workers. So it's kind of an let's get some engineers in here. In fact, I may as well get them all in there. There's no reason not to. If they can work there, they may as well work there. In fact, anywhere I can have engineers over workers, I should. Can I have engineers in here? Yes. Let's get you in there. I'll just shuffle you around. There we go. That's a little bit better. Right, we can do a new law in 3 hours. Coal pile depleted. Well, that's worrisome. But, you know, it is what it is. Gathering post. Scouts from number 1 have returned safely. They brought engineers, children, and workers. Have all of it been Oh no, the whole thing is gone. That is rubbish. That is super rubbish. Oh, we're left with 1 worker and 18 engineers without jobs. Honestly, at this point, just to give you something to do that will be of use to me. Let's get a new workshop up and running. As for my automaton, though, well, actually, my scout party, let's get out there to the gloomy cave. Allow gathering the coal from a coal thumper with an automaton is a smart idea. I just filled out three new hunters huts, so we should be doing okay, because each one of these is going to bring in 20, so realistically speaking, we're fine for food. In fact, we are probably going to struggle to store it. But what we need right now is steel. Quite badly. Where is the nearest steel deposit? I am afraid I'm going to need you guys out there working in the bloody freezing cold to get that for me. That is all we can do about it. We've got some wood pallets over there as well. Sorry, people, but I need you to do it. I need more homes as well. Always something. But we're going to have to wait until we've got wood for that. No, actually, we've got plenty, but let's go ahead and build some more tents then. Not ideal, I know, but we'll get that sorted. Let's build this out. And for the time being, I am going to go ahead... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to go ahead and do that. That's a lie. I wish I could, but no. I was going to say I'll go ahead and set up a...
Looking dapper.
A heater there, but I haven't got the steel for it.
End of shift.
End of shift. Everyone come back in. What's this doing? It's alright. I want to watch the fights. Need some fisticuffs. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Tilly. I imagine that's Tilly. But I can hear fighting, but I can't see it. I can't see the fighting happening, but I can hear it though. People are showing up. They're just not fighting yet. My automaton is doing work. It's still got a coal seam that it's mining. People telling me how to manage my machines. My lord, don't you know who I am? Right, actually, we don't want our workers out there doing that now. Thinking about it, we want our engineers back here. Engineers, please back. Where are my other engineers? Engineers, also please back. Yep. We can get a new law, though. Let's see. Wait, is this game already out? No, I'm sorry. This is the pre-release. Sorry, I missed that question. This is still the pre-release. There was one a couple of weeks ago which allows you to go on for the first 10 days. This one is probably the last build, pre-release build, before they go live with it. This one, the only things it's missing is the opening cutscene for the game and the scenarios which are in the game. Now, scenarios, from what I understand, are just completely separate game modes, but the campaign, which is what I'm playing right now, is completely fleshed out. Right, we've got a new law to pass. House of Pleasure and Moonshine. Also a dueling law. Disagreements between people who face a deadly threat every day can be resolved in a duel. After introducing this law, another can be passed. Being able to duel reduces discontent. Each spontaneous duel will slightly reduce discontent. Sometimes people will get killed in a duel. Yeah, go figure. You're dueling with a bloody hammer and a wrench. What do you expect to happen? This is not just fisticuffs. Public house. Even in the harsh new world, people still need to raise their spirits after work in good company with a stiff drink in hand. Patrons of the public house are less discontented. Hope will rise slightly. You will have to build a public house. That leads to the House of Pleasure and Moonshine. I am thinking about building the cemetery. I know it's not immediately necessary, but I really feel that this would be a good one to get. Because it means that we're going to be in a position where eventually someone's going to die. And if I'm reactive, then that first person to die is just going to be sat there in the cold for a while. So I'm going to sign this one. I want a cemetery. There we go.
New law in the city.
No. Right. Okay, so that will come into effect reasonably soon. People. Okay, fairly easy. There can only be one cemetery in the city. A proper place to bury the dead. Now, I imagine this does not need me to have anyone... it doesn't need to be in heat or anything like that because, I mean, it's a cemetery. Come on now. You know what? The cemetery can be built all the way out here. People will have to travel to say goodbye to the dead. Bring that up all the way over there. And then plonk down a cemetery along it. Let's not destroy the resources. Pop it there instead. There we go. Place of rest for the dead. Oh, of course, I do have space near the other heater now. Ah, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have been building those houses over there. My bad. Thank you for pointing that out. That was very silly of me. Freeze to death while you're visiting your dead relatives and friends. Make the visit permanent. Yeah, see? That's good. It's fine. The generator isn't doing great, but it's all right. I love watching just the people walking around. Cemetery established. There we are. Hope rises. We are very hopeful. Super hopeful right now. However, there is a lot of sick people. They are now all being treated, however. That's fine. Okay. Temperature home cold? Ah, yes. New homes will be cold over there. That's fine. We'll build a new heater just as soon as we can. We just don't have the means for it yet. A couple of people are hungry. Things are going well. We've got the captain to thank for that. Thank you, Frank. We made it so far. I think we can survive anything. Oh, I wouldn't get that cocky. It's gonna get cold. Sorry, everyone. 50 people are living near a fighting arena. That's permanent mood modifiers. That's good. Cold at home. Yeah, there's quite a few people that are upset about that, but what can you do? Well, I mean, you could not have them living near in the cold, but that just sounds like work. Right. At the moment, let's have a look at our resources. Coal, it's equal. Alright. Food, we're doing great. Untreated citizens. There's one person who's gravely ill. That's a shame, but they'll at least get treated. 10 citizens were cured yesterday. There are lots of people who are going to get sick. Wait a second. What's going on there? Gathering post has no one to be doing any work, so you can stop doing it there. And you can go work over here. There you go. Not the option that I'm sure you were hoping for, but it's the option you've got. We will be keeping this gathering post, however. I think the idea of having an automaton
Time to get to work.
running the coal hammer, coal thumper, makes a lot of sense. We've currently got so many people. I think it makes all the sense in the world to get that going. I think it'll be fun. That being said, we could have the automaton run the coal mine. Oh, that's a good point too. We'll see how it goes. I love how it recharges itself from the steam. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. People are hungry, but we should get all of that food cooked fairly quickly. There we go. Coal mining and research now. What does it require? More than I have got. I require 10 steel. We're not far off it, so that'll be a priority to get going. As much as I want the other stuff, but in the meanwhile, though, we need a steelworks. Extracts iron ore from the deep deposits and processes it to deliver 40 steel per standard workday. That's also fine. Let's get that on the go. In fact, let's dismantle this building, because we'll get a bit of steel from that as well. And then I can build a hut there. Oh, and in fact, that is gone, yeah. Right. Coal mine. I can build these. Actually, I've got 3 places I can build them. That's not too bad. Do these run out is the question. And it's a rather important one, too. I guess we'll find out. In terms of roads, given that there is a... well, I'm going to say that it's going to be better for me to run the road like this, because obviously that one is going to have the same thing. So we'll get that one set up first. And... ooh. A word of advice. Steam cores. We have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in an advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions. 2 hours to go. Could you please go over here? Someone make that happen for me? Got an automaton just chilling out, not having anything to do. You know what? Could I get some engineers away from there? Hopefully we can get that built reasonably soon. Is it helping me build the roads? Because that's amazing if it is. The mine is finite. Really? I mean, the thumper does seem like a useful resource, but we'll see about the mine being finite, because it doesn't give me any indication of that. Right, scouts are at their destination. This cave is, or was, inhabited. There are a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check if there's still someone alive in there. Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off, one by one, and feasting on them. We're not going to turn away. People of the cave will live. Scouts will escort them to our city, if they survive. We had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the beasts, the people in the cave, 4 children, 19 engineers and 11 workers joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Unfortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. The people they saved set out towards the city, guided by a map made by the scouts in their last moments. Just basically a piece of cloth, and they just managed to scrawl a map with their bloodied fingers in the last moments, and then just faded into the night. Rip. The cave is a grisly scene. Bloody chunks of flesh and bones are strewn everywhere. The carcass have been torn into unrecognizable shreds. It's impossible to tell human and animal remains apart. Well, we did our best. We've got a bunch of people heading back. Womp womp. Yeah, basically follow that hot air balloon. Your life may depend on it. Oh, well, we want another scout group then. We're going to need workers for this. Where could we take workers from? I would say right now we don't need the amount of hunters that we've got. So, grab those, make a new scout party. Right, scout party, please head down there for me. We can't make any more food right now. Could you please go over there and help out in the mill? Same here, please. Steelworks research. That was really bloody fast. Excellent. We can also take a new law. Hooray! Now, ceremonial funerals. What's this? Those who give their lives in service to the city deserve the highest honor. We will give our dead ceremonial funerals to inspire the living. Loss of hope caused by death is halved. That's kind of cool. Alternatively, let's go for the public house first. We've got a cemetery for now. How long would... it's 1 day and 12 hours. This is 18 hours. Yeah, we'll get a public house going. Public house will be built.
A new law has passed.
Automaton, you can get us some coal. Crack on. Actually, I think I'm going to want the second one as well. So let's get the second coal mine up and running. With that, we are going to want quite a lot of people working there, actually. Next, we are going to want... That's coal over there. Where is steel? Steel is just down here. We are going to want it, so let's get it going. This one, though, can hook up there. Since that's our main road out of the central hub. Wow, thank you very much, Orange Bunny. Wait, did it say the automaton could work in the cookhouse? Maybe? Wood crates depleted. Oh no! We got some more wood crates over here, so I'm afraid you're not getting off work that easy. As for research, once we've got enough wood, we're going to research bunkhouses. I think that's going to be important. Oh, that is awesome. That is really awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. 14.4 an hour is being generated. Okay. Let's have a look. How much coal is that going to be bringing us in then? We're still going to be getting more than we're using, which is fine. Have we depleted this? No, we've got a decent amount there still, so... Oh no, we need 20 still for that. With 2 of these running, I think we should be able to upgrade this to the 2nd tier.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Indeed, put them down! Go and have food. Or, you know, finish my buildings for me, actually. That is also really important. There you go. Starting to get a really interesting design going in the town. As for the public house... Public house. 15 wood required for this. How hot is the public house? Heat level of 2. That's cool. I could build it down here. Does this not have a range? Oh, there can only be one in the city. Okay. Very well. Let's put the public house... Oh, we could put it all the way up here. Honestly, that would be fine. Or I could have it down here equally. Sure. Actually, we're going to build it there. Can't afford that one yet. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to want all of my workers over here if I can. Oh, okay, yeah, they do have a very specific amount. Alright. It's a lot, though. But yeah, eventually we are going to want to get that sorted out. Okay. Likewise, we don't want all of these workers there. In fact, I would rather have that maxed with workers rather than engineers for the time being. Oh, we need people in there. Public house built. The public house has been erected in accordance with the new law. People are anxious to let off steam in the new house. And a lot of frustrations just vented. That was brilliant. Excellent. Let's thank the Lord for his blessings. God bless our captain. I'll follow him anywhere. This is going well, I must say. And the world is no longer constantly too cold. I mean, it's not great, certainly, but it's not awful either. Right, with that, we should be able to afford to research the bunkhouse. No, still waiting on a little bit of wood. Well, we'll get it reasonably soon, I'm sure. Will you be making a YouTube series for Frostpunk, Aavak? I'll be uploading this on YouTube. I won't be specifically doing a separate series, though I might, because, well, it depends. It depends. At the moment, I'm really enjoying streaming it. I'll probably be streaming it day after tomorrow or the day after that. She-Lab is going to be streaming tomorrow. There's the game that she's been waiting on that is coming out of embargo tomorrow, so she's going to be streaming. But I may well be streaming the day after some more Frostpunk because I'm really enjoying this. Okay. Now, moonshine or house of pleasure. We can give people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes less discontent. That is important. That is really important. Or the house of pleasure. Our hard-working people deserve all the relief we can provide, and some of them yearn for the pleasures of the flesh. After introducing this law, another one can be passed. Prostitutes can be employed in each pub to further lower discontent. Hope will fall slightly. Really? I guess it is 18th century Britain, I suppose. Though that being said, there were certainly some places in London which, whew. The less said about that, the better. And if you go even further back, oh my lord, London was a sin of debauchery. It was just a den of debauchery. But I guess at this particular time period, The sensibilities were easy to fluster. I mean, it's the question here is they are employed. The assumption being by choice. If not, then of course hope falling slightly can be understood. But I'm not going to go for something that is going to affect hope too much. Yes, it's called Parliament. I see what you did there. There is a reason there's no such thing as free press in Britain. And there is a reason why the mechanisms by which Parliament can suppress certain news stories is called a gag order. These reasons are not entirely unrelated. But we're going to go for Moonshine.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Thank you very much, Floppy Hot Potato. Very kind of you indeed. Very kind of you. Also, Icy Heart. Well, I'm off for the night. Have a nice stream. Take care. Take care, mate. With Moonshine, switch to soup. It said it would affect it less. At the moment, we do not need to switch to soup. But I may well do that, should that change. But at the present, it is unnecessary. Let's allow people to come back. I've missed a good tipple. A glass a day keeps the worries away. Indeed it does. Actually, I'm going to turn you off, and I'm going to have you go down here instead. And this way, I will have this, which is a hotter building, be worked by people rather than the automaton. Because it's going to be safer for them that way. And as a result, we can quickly get through that last little bit there as well. Right. Can we get this now? Yes, we can. Please get bunkhouses, and then I can stop worrying about you all. A little bit. I'll worry about you less. Alright, let's finish off the roads. I will connect that up just because. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna clean that up. Let's sort this out because this is a bloody disgrace. Get rid of all of that. Then connect this road up straight down. See, so much nicer now. And over on this side, much the same. Just connect that up. Ah, it's looking practically well designed, almost. Right, you can't work because we've got no room, which is fine. Once we have room, we need 20 steel. Oh no, actually we need the wood. The wood is what's holding us back there. Okay. Have you got much more? There's 1,000 trees left that you can gather there. Alright. I'm off for the night. Thanks for the stream, Aavak. And good night, everyone. Good night, leadership. Thank you very much for the milkshake. I'll grab my own drink in a bit. Finished. Good night. Have fun, Lady Shilab. Thanks for taking care of Aavak for us. Oh, that's nice of you to say. Davahoko Times. Nasagivi. Hi, you dapper chap. So glad I can view your live stream. Any clue what this game is for newcomers? Effectively, it's a colony survival game in a 19th century world that is frozen. A bunch of people set out from London. I can only imagine that the situation is much worse there, despite it being closer towards the equatorial mass. And they headed straight for the Arctic. And we have a massive generator. We found this up here. Probably built by one of the research expeditions. The Royal Society likely had it here. In this crater here. And we're just trying to piece together what's happening and also trying to survive. There's a lot of time management and resource management involved to try and avoid freezing, having people get ill, that sort of thing. Right, bunkhouses have been researched. Fantastic. We could get this one. I'm tempted. Generator power upgrade or generator range upgrade? I would very much like the generator range upgrade. And we will then promptly put that into effect, and we should push the heat well out to this second row should be heated.